Hello everyone, Cilbrax Gaming here, and today I thought I would make a little commentary track on a solo run of Fatalis that I had. Yeah, this won't be like a super specific how-to guide or anything like that. It'll just be a little commentary that I decided to make. So, yeah, without further ado, first thing you want to do is you have to enjoy this cutscene because it's totally awesome. Really sets the tone. It's totally legit. I'll go into my build real quick. Right, so I'll be running the 2-piece Elytreon, 3-piece Safi, you know, weakness, exploit, all this other stuff. Important thing is that you have at least 20 fire resistance. I think I have around like 32, so that's that. And then after that, you know, you gotta drink all your demon drugs, you know, use all your items and stuff, because this is, yeah, this is Fatalis. You know, this is definitely the time to start using all your items, so ain't gonna be no tougher fight in this game, so. And the next thing you want to do is you want to enjoy this view. It's totally awesome. Maybe you want to pray with him, because he's praying for you right now. You disturbed him, so, you know. And if you want to abandon the quest, this would also be a great time. If you just want to quit right here, that also works. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna shame you or anything. Yeah, and then the first thing you want to do is you want to come over here and use these cannons. I mean, if you're a chump. Yeah, no, we're warriors. We don't use cannons here. We actually fight shit, so. So yeah, the first thing you gotta know is that, you know, no matter what you're hitting on Fatalis, it's fine. You know, you definitely want to break the head. You want to go for the head when you can, but no target's too low to hit on Fatalis if you're just trying to clear him. And then, yeah, if you stop missing your clutch claw, you do want to start hitting his head eventually. And yeah, if you get the chance, you could wall bang him. I'll show you what the cans are good for, though. Bam, that's what they're good for. And if you can evade the roar and get a free clutch claw on his head, and bam, you got tenderize. It's gonna be a big explosion. You gotta watch out for that attack, because that attack doesn't even hit you, but its hitbox is so ridiculous. Even if you're in his chest, it's gonna hit you. It's kind of bullshit because you don't even see it. But okay, so there's a little spot over here. If you start hitting his hip at that point, and you start attacking, he'll eventually crawl into it backwards. So you want to keep that in mind. It'll be on his like left hip, halfway through that animation of the attack. Yeah, see, you can't do it here because his back's up against the wall. See, I go for it, but his back's up against the wall, so you can't really do it. But yeah, if you start the attack when he starts doing that, and about halfway through, if you do a blade dance on his hip, his head will be right where your blade dance is. Neat little tip. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that attack. I think what makes Fatalis so difficult is when you start fighting him, it seems like that fire attack is gonna hit you initially, but no, it has like a 2-second delay on its explosion. But that contrasts with like the second and final form where that fire just hits you right away. There's absolutely no delay. That's the reaction. Okay, so that's kind of Fatalis' counter. Definitely want to watch out for that. So when you do a certain amount of damage to his hips or his legs or whatever, he will try and fall on top of you. As far as I know, it doesn't really proc too much unless you actually do enough damage to his chest or his body or something. I mean, it might proc every once in a while, but for the most part, it's kind of his counter. I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of monsters with counters, Namiel and all kinds of stuff where you do a certain amount of damage, and then they go back, and then they go forward and they hit you. Oh, see, I go for it again, and I kind of got it. It's a very specific spot. Yep, he's gonna do that BS AoE hit again. Yeah, so if you can tenderize another part, you probably want to tenderize his upper legs. It'll make, for the most part, his chest and you know, whatever you hit that aren't his back legs vulnerable. So yeah, you know, tenderizes last like what 2.5 minutes now, so that's not too bad to get them. You can definitely fit them in now. It's not as annoying pre-patch. Yep, so I'm gonna try and go for a Levi attack. It's kind of pointless in this fight. Not that you know, he's kind of long enough, but yeah, it just doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Does the counter, can't get away from it. It's kind of bullshit. But he's moving on to his next move anyway, so pick up the dragon pods. You got plenty of time. Unnecessary Superman dive, but whatever. If your mantles are close to running out, it's a good time to take them off. You know, if you don't got anything to do, I suggest going into view mode and just watching this fire, dude. This fight is beautiful. Fire's beautiful. Take every chance to go into view mode and just soak it in, because it's just awesome. That is how you beat Fatalis, 100%. Yep, so when you're using the ballista, you don't want to go for the chest, you want to go for the face or the wings. Chest does more damage. Face, if you're really concerned about getting that head break, if you're concerned you're not going to get that head break, just try and land it on the face. And then if you put heavy artillery on your temporal or rocksteady mantle, that works too. If you want to do that. Alright, so that's my first death. It's BS, but you know, it was kind of bullshit, but I'll live with it. The thing is, if you're gonna try and do this, and you're trying to do it for your first time, and that's the reason why you're not using Fatalis gear, you know, you're probably gonna proc fortify twice, so it's a good thing to just accept it, move on, you know. Don't be disappointed, don't get mad. It's just like, alright, he killed me, but I only got stronger. Yeah, as you can see, I don't bother wasting my time with the armor skin at this point. It's just like, yeah, the defense barely matters in this fight, so. Again, soak in the view. Get all that damage, everything that's on fire. It's just freaking crazy. But yeah, you can see the first thing I did when oh, he's doing that counter, so I gotta go, yep, go right to his face, do a little bit of damage. Perfect. The first thing I did after the first phase was just to pick up that one-shot binder. Oh, he's landing again, so ended up being in the perfect spot. I used that attack more to get away from him in that context. I just wanted to get the fuck away from him, basically. But yeah, the first thing I did after the first wave was grab that binder. I saved those for the final phase, so that's why I'm not using them right now. Get the free wall bang. Yep. Trying to get another tenderize, can't get out of the way of that, so whatever. Using a temporal mantle because I'm kind of scared. Was able to iframe that. Alright, so this move kills me quite a bit. Yeah, see, that was BS because I totally got out of the way of that in time, I thought, but yeah, the hitbox is kind of jank. Like, even though you can't see it, if you're right behind his leg attacking his leg, that's no good. So if I were better, I would have shown you that the way you get out of that is to I mean, yeah, you either can dash away, sheath your weapon and run, or you can clutch claw into his upper arm or his head. That works perfectly. But yeah, if I were a better player, I'd be able to show you real quick that, yeah, what you want to do is clutch claw into his arm, get a free weapon attack and tenderize on his arm. And at the same time, it allows you to escape his fire vomit move that he likes to do. You know, and you know, just think about other monsters that allow you to do this too. Volcana is a great example. Volcana, when you know, she starts pouring ice onto the ground. Oh yeah, if you're on your final fortify, get your last elemental resist large too for sure, if you want that fire resistance. But yeah, Volcana, when she does her little, you know, ice attack on the ground, it's in 3 layers. The best thing to do is actually just to clutch claw onto his face. It gets out of the way of that and does damage. You can run away from it, or you can do damage during it. Yeah, kind of rewards you for playing more smart, smarter. Yep, just going to attack his belly some more, his legs. Yeah, I love the evade shot with the dual blades, especially with dragon pods. In this fight, it's kind of broken, especially in teams, but in team play, I'm basically almost always using that to get Fatalis to cancel its moves, because it almost flinches like nearly every time you do it. Like, I've seen a lot of people say like 2 dragon pods on Fatalis will flinch them, and that's true, but the thing with the evade shot, yeah, see, I was trying to get away from that. There wasn't much I could do. I should have tried to iframe it, but yeah, the thing with the evade shot with dual blades is that it's like, what, like 2 or 3 dragon pods in one dive, so you'll pretty much almost always flinch it. Alright, so you can either use the balliste, or as I like to do it, I like to just clutch claw him, tenderize some parts. But now when you see him do that attack where he's just going forward, you can totally just do your weapon attack and get away with it. The thing you gotta avoid, of course, is when he decides to pour fire onto the ground. If you do a weapon attack when that happens, you'll land right in the fire and probably die. Does his reaction, got out of the way. A little bit of head damage. I should be tenderizing that head, but if I'm trying to complete it, I generally just go for 1 head break, so, you know, I don't have to worry too much about it. And as you can see, I don't try and hit him when he does that. I just kind of line myself up to where his head's going to be. I landed a 6-fold slash on that, so. Oh, yep, this is the attack. This is the best attack for head damage. You get like 3 or 4 of those before the final form usually. I'm not sure if he's gonna do them too much here, but those are the moves. Those are the times when you want to hit him on the head. Okay, he's gonna fall down. Get a 6-fold slash because I moved early. But yeah, those are definitely the big times you want to like actually get him on the head. The main problem I see with people online right now is that when that move happens, they're still just attacking his body. It's like, no, that's the move you attack his head on, because if you don't, then he's gonna go into the final form. Yeah, just getting an extra claw attack on that clutch claw. Yeah, so something I didn't really note, but yeah, this entire fight, you kind of, well, after the first form, you generally want to try and fight him next to the barricade. Another problem I see with people online is that somehow Fatalis gets from, you know, one end of the stage to the next, and everyone just decides to fight him, you know, on the south side of the map. So when he goes into transition for his third form, no one's close to the barricade and everyone dies, and everyone's just, you know, with futility just trying to run to the barricade, but it's just like, no, we fought him on the complete south side. There's no point, like, we're all gonna die. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind too. Just try and fight him more towards the barricade so you can just hop right over there. As you can see, that's what I saved my one-shot binders for. Not too worried about getting that head break. You know, you're not going to land every hit when he's jerking his head around like this, but that's totally fine. Probably going to break his head here. Yep. So yeah, that's how you get knockdowns against Fatalis. You break his head. What you want to try and do is you want to try and position yourself at a place behind his head where he can drag you. I didn't quite get it, but you can see he dragged me a little bit. If he drags you in the middle of your attack, you'll get extra hits because you'll still be on his head, but you'll be stuck in your attack animation. So if you got nothing else to do, I really recommend going into view mode, looking at Fatalis. It's totally awesome. He's got all the fire effects and all the work that Capcom put in this fight is just terrific. You definitely want to get out of view mode though, because you know you can't fight in view mode. You will die eventually, I'm sure. But highly recommend that you go into view mode a few times. It's definitely how you beat Fatalis. What he's doing his reaction attack, or his counter, I should say. So how I usually avoid this move, you know, if he starts shooting that 360 fire move, if he starts shooting fire from his left side, you just go into his right hip and you just keep attacking, and for the most part you'll avoid it. Yeah, I've heard people struggling to avoid that 360 move. It's really just being right on him is what I do. That's not too hard, but I can definitely get that head damage. Yeah, so the most you can fit is a two-fold slash and a blade dance. That's what I was going for, but I didn't get there quite in time, so. Just trying to sharpen my weapon, but he's a jerk, so putting on my temporal because I don't want to die. Yeah, for whatever reason, this Fatalis I fought did a lot of that whole, I don't know, sticky fire thing, where he just puts it in the ground and it explodes 2 seconds later. I don't know why. Yep, so he's doing it. Or no, he's not doing that. He's just doing the both side thing. Yep, so if you have coalescence, that's a great way to proc coalescence, is just to get hit with that fire a little bit. Get hit with a little bit of that fire, roll it off, bam, coalescence. Pretty great. He's not agitated, so I figured I'll just go by a wall, or wait by a wall so he can come over so I can try and wallbang him. If you don't know this, the flinch shots only work when he's on all fours. So if he's standing up and you flinch shot, that's when it only does like 264 damage. It's not that great, so that's why I'm kind of attacking him until he goes on all fours and I can flinch shot him. 1 minute till Dragonator's used, that's good. So if you're not doing a lot of damage, no matter what, 25 minutes in, Dragonator will activate. If you are doing damage ahead of time, you'll get to use it sooner, I think. Wall bang. Trying to get an extra claw attack, but can't do it. Yeah, I really don't like that claw move because it's really hard to avoid. But it doesn't do a lot of damage, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Yep, going to the other side. Kind of keep into his hip. Yep, did it again. Couldn't really get out of the way. So you want to stay down. Because that move is designed to get you when you get up too. So just stay down, basically, and you'll be fine. Picked up those dragon pods. And yeah, if you're doing good and you're generally just fighting him next to the wall, you'll be pretty close. Pull that lever, get ready for this awesome music change. That isn't tenderized, but that'll be fine. I'm doing a good job anyway. 10 minutes, plenty of time. Get ready to evade. Oh, messed it up, but that's fine. Oh yeah, you gotta get ready for that too. As soon as you get up, you might just start firing again. So yeah, this is where fire resistance becomes important. You know, that tick damage doesn't look like a lot, but that's only because I have fire resistance. If I don't have good fire resistance, that might kill me. I've died to that tick damage before. When I've had like a set with no fire resistance. Yeah, you want to watch out for that. Fire vomit, yeah, you don't want to get hit with that fire vomit. Yeah, so now I can do a weapon attack. I'm going to do on his face to tenderize it. And as luck would have it, I got the knockdown because I broke the second part of his head. Wasn't really going for it, but I'll take it. That was actually the first time I was able to break his head in the air, so that was pretty cool. I'll take it. Yeah, easy head damage for sure. And that's how you beat Fatalis. Oh god, he's such a fun fight, dude. Oh, what a blast, man. Music's great, monster's great. I love the hype theatrics. I love the stage transitions, the phase transitions are awesome. My girlfriend told me that watching me fight this thing was kind of like a movie. And I was like, yeah, it kind of, when I think about it, all the phase transitions and the music, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of a movie. Kind of like a movie. Yeah, you want to make sure to do a little power pose. Let everyone know who's boss. Yeah, that's Fatalis, man. He's just awesome. I love it. Well, I hope you learned something. If not, that's too bad. Yeah, that's my little commentary on fighting Fatalis. So, thanks for you all for watching.